So welcome back, boys and girls. We had another blue screen of death, and it was so devastating for me because we've played for an hour and lost all progress, so that I had to take a break in order not to get enraged and too bitter about it. So migrants, yeah, hopefully we will do all the things much quicker now. So now that we know that this is not pigtail but cave wheat, and that we are actually going to have kitchen and still here, then we should maybe do it right now. By having some high priority mining here. And say that we want still here, kitchen here, this stockpile should be restricted to microcline stone. Wheelbarrows can be reduced to 2. Shed Hunter, hello, welcome. Your day is going, you hope my day is going well so far? Yeah, well, except I just 1 hour of Dwarf Fortress progress because of a blue screen of death. And speaking of which, I actually have to set up a 10 minutes timer so that I'm reminded to save the progress every 10 minutes. I hate how my computer operates. It's so... In the recent 2 days, I've had like 3 different blue screens of death for 3 different reasons. Maybe it was even 4 BSODs. But every time a different reason. So even if you want to spend some time and sit down, okay, I'll look into this cause of problem. You're not going to solve anything because next time it's completely different reason. First time it was some USB failure, then some IRQ failure, then I don't know what else was there. Some other error codes. It's I just want to keep this computer for the Windows software I need, or actually, well, there is only one Windows software I need currently, and that is some accounting software and tax declaration program, and that's it. Everything else I can do in Linux, so maybe I should just look to buy a new hard drive, install a Linux system here, and boot my Windows hard drive only when I need to interact with this Windows software. I don't know. Yeah, one could always run a memory check, couldn't her? Yeah, I should do a mem test, for which I probably would need a bootable USB or something. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked into buying a modern desktop PC ever since I had bought this, like, when was it? Some years ago, 3-4 years ago. I don't know when I bought this monster PC. Do they have bootable SD cards or micro SD cards, or I don't even know what's how the market has changed. I think if I had to build a new desktop PC from scratch, I think I would go with AMD CPU, because they are cheaper, and with the AMD graphics card. They seem to have a little bit better support in Linux, although they are not that powerful. They are quite competitive, especially considering the price. I don't know. They are not good for crypto mining, but I'm not sure I would want to go into it in any way. Crypto mining is like a very noisy thing, and I think my girlfriend wouldn't like that if we had like a system non-stop running here. So I'd rather buy some crypto rather than mine it myself, although if you buy it, it's trackable, you know. Only what you mine yourself is truly anonymous and safe from all governments. I don't know. It's a difficult issue. So kitchen and still will be here. Cave wheat should be stored here. Yeah, I know it's possible to boot from SD card. I mean, Raspberry Pi boots from SD card. But if there are like desktop cases which have a SD card slot readily available, well, I think there are. I don't know. I've seen some with SD card slots. Not that I actually want to boot from SD. I don't know. I have to decide on my Linux setup. I would like to look into Puppy Linux. It's actually a live Linux version, but people use it on a desktop as well. I don't know. I have to. I just don't have the time for all this. It's a tricky thing. So I made all of these dwarves engravers, I believe, to speed up the engraving works. We can deconstruct the kitchen, prepare lavish meal. We can certainly deconstruct the still. We can move the stockpiles here. I think we'll need a even bigger area for all the production thing here. I know that we had loom here. We had a clothier's workshop here. I know that we had workshop orders, not auto loom and not auto collect webs. That we had process plants until repeat. That we had new pastures here for the horse. The piglet and goat. Yeah. I first make some beds here, although it might be necessary to wait for some Adamant Movies says, hello, hi Nagi, hope you are doing good. Watching episode 42 of your Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. Now along with this, yeah, Fallout. I don't know why I didn't like it so much. It was very well. Actually, I know it was still very depressive. So. These should be suspended. No, actually, we can unsuspend 2 of them. 3 of them. Okay, well, let's unsuspend all of them. It seems that they are hauling the wood. Yeah, we should save this. Thank you, my timer, because computer is crashing. You said, seems like you are liking the action versus the Viper gunslinger in the episode, getting your limbs crippled. Oh, I don't remember. I remember having some problems with limbs and damage, but struck bad. Then we wanted pipe section and corkscrew, and then oops, yeah, I think few more beds can't harm. Are we doing this? No, we are not. So this has been deconstructed. Kitchen could be deconstructed. This workshop could be deconstructed. Because we will move all this production down. This makes no sense to have it here. What's this guy doing? Rock doors. So we need thrones, tables, cabinet. quern. Pedestal and altar. Armor stand, weapon rack, table, chair, I don't know, make a statue or something. Adaman says, but you are playing on hardcore very hard, so that can be tedious, but a huge challenge, so props for that. Yeah, I like challenging games. Shield, training spear. We also have to set up autumn crop. I mean, plump helmets can be Here we go, they are starting to smooth it. Yeah, and then we should make some progress with the rooms here. So here we have some more space now, which means we can table, throne, granite, altar, pedestal. So basically we would like to have a kitchen here, I guess, or up here. And still down here. Section, training spear, sword, axe, wooden shields and training weapons. I think I will go with that. I think the military, when it uses these training weapons for a while, they gain skill much faster than actually using the real weapons. So I'll try that. So then we will need some crafts dwarf workshop. I'll build it here. Crafts dwarf workshop. That's right. That means that this craft dwarf over here, well, is not yet necessary. We need more masons and stone crafters. So glassmaker, sorry, but these peasants will become stone workers. So craftsdwarf workshop should have a stockpile of stone, gabbro, all around itself. Give to this, and we can have, I don't know, 3 wheelbarrows here on this one. The microcline will be over there. The kitchen should have a big stockpile of large pots and barrels right here. Actually, no. It should be somehow shared. So barrels should be maybe somewhere in the middle here. And there should be some unprepared food. I mean, not really unprepared fish, but just meat and fish. Meat, fish. Eggs. Meal, bone leaf. Fat paste. Should be somewhere here. And everything what can be processed and brewable plants should be around plants. So I want cave wheat around this thing. I want plump helmet. Yeah. Sweet pods also. So we have the wooden pipe section and corkscrew, so let's construct a screw pump, pumping from the south here. Yeah, architects, we don't have too many architects. And the mechanic is our only mechanic is expedition leader Zan, and he is doing what? Planting seeds. Well, planting seeds is necessary. Declan says, "Is this game easy to get into?" Well, Declan, yes, it is. I mean, people tend to overdo it with. I mean, they like to say how difficult it is. It's probably the most complex game ever made, but it's not difficult. I mean, it's more difficult than Minecraft, but. It's fun to get into, you know, if you embrace it. If you embrace its kind of unorderliness in terms of user interface, because it's not been really. I mean, it's historically grown user interface with like 3 or 4 different concepts of defining things, but that's going to change soon in the Steam version when it gets released in a year or 2. I don't know. I mean, it's my guess that it will take several months to release the Steam version still. And what can also help is don't play it in ASCII graphics like I do, but get the lazy new pack. For Dwarf Fortress, which is full with some graphic tile sets. Like Phoebus is a nice thing, Gem set is nice, and every one of these is nice and popular. Pick your favorite graphic tile set and try to play in graphic tile set to have a better picture of like what is what. It helped me a lot in the beginning. Yeah, then you have some utilities. You can play with Dwarf Therapist if you want to have an overview of the dwarves' jobs, but it's not really necessary. The most important things in this lazy new pack is that it has Dwarf Fortress combined with DF Hack, which is like a third party, this DF Hack thing, third party plugin, you could call it, or a modification of the game which has all sorts of improvements which are quite necessary to really comfortably play it, and one of which is a better overview of the dwarves' jobs, and like this screen, these red things are all DF Hack enhancements that I can see my dwarves here, and in the lines and in the columns I can see the jobs they are allowed to do. And yeah, that is basically, for me, it is a replacement of this Dwarf Therapist, although Dwarf Therapist has also a few perks which I sometimes use. But yeah, it's just and get friendly with the Dwarf Fortress wiki as quickly as possible, and don't hesitate to actually read information there. It contains a lot of information. You don't have to read everything, but the most important thing for you, like I don't know, if you, let's say, you see your dwarves that they are lugging heavy stones in hands, and that slows them down, and you want to build a wheelbarrow, and you don't know how to build a wheelbarrow, then you can easily see somewhere, hopefully, can be made out of metal or wood at a metalsmith's forge or a carpenter's workshop. Okay, so what is a carpenter's workshop? This is how you build a carpenter's workshop. What you need for it, so you need somebody who has the job carpentry allowed. You need some material for it, some building material, and so you have the basic. You don't, as I said, you don't have to read everything here, but you get the idea. And there is many nice tutorials on YouTube for Dwarf Fortress, and also some, even in the wiki, are quick start guides, which I sometimes used and worked on. But the quick start guides, tutorials, detailed tutorials people have submitted, learning fortress mode. Predex's Aaron's Dwarf Fortress walkthrough is maybe a little bit more organized, because the more concise tutorial, the easier it is to get to. If you see a tutorial quick start guide and you see a thing like this, then you don't know what to do. You don't know where to start, you know. But maybe this is a good thing to look into, even if it's like overwhelming. So you start by chopping trees or digging. You should have a farm plot. Produce pigtails and plump helmets. Why producing pigtails? Well, for plant processing plants into thread, looming it into cloth, crafting some clothes maybe, because after a year or two the clothes will tatter on your dwarves and they will complain about having shabby clothes. Then you need some food. You will need wood for barrels, build a still to brew booze. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. It's very overwhelming, but I say it's not. I mean, this looks difficult, but it's not that difficult if you follow some of these more rounded walkthroughs, or like, yeah, it's very good to sit down for an hour and like see what people did, and the better the tutorial is made, you see that this is a well worked out document, which is not sprawling of detailed information, which would be overwhelming for a starting player, but just gives you the basic idea, like, okay, what are zones for, how do you assign animals to be pastured somewhere, how do you dig, how do you designate digging, how do you do stairs maybe, and so on. So yeah, it needs time. I mean, don't expect this hand to lead you by the hand and give you some quick tips. You have to kind of search it yourself by tutorial. Also, some YouTubers have like a play along thing, and you can always ask if you don't know anything, then you can ask in the forums or any Dwarf Fortress streamer, or here, as long as we are streaming, then we are here to help you. It's yeah. So I forgot where we were at. I think we were designing some stockpiles for food production. And we are building the screw pump. We need the screw pump to pump out this water. This is an aquifer layer, and this stone leaks water and it fills. We can't really mine underneath safely because it would flood. So if I pump the water out into this big room, we should be okay with that. Yeah, Declan, thank you. You say thank you for answering me. Maybe I could brush up a bit from watching some of past videos. Yeah, my videos are, I don't know if I don't always explain things, especially not the basic things. I've tried to start like a tutorial series for Dwarf Fortress myself, and I didn't really get too far with it. I only get to something like choosing an embark area, and I'm not sure if I did like looking over the landscape when on your embark map. That's how far I got. It was like a grand project. It was concept. Its concept was like a grand tutorial project, but then I realized I would have to put so many hours and hours and hours, and like every year there's like a new feature in Dwarf Fortress coming out, or every 2 years maybe, which fundamentally changes the way, well, not really fundamentally, but it enriches the way you play Dwarf Fortress. And if like 3 years ago the tutorials didn't tell you that you need temples and guild halls for your dwarves, now you need them. Yeah, it's like the very early tutorials which didn't have high trees, which we had like 1Z level high trees in Dwarf Fortress. They were all so different, and I don't know. There was even a book written about Dwarf Fortress. I don't know if it, and the guy promised to keep it updated. I bought the printed version of the book. It was I don't know what it was called. Getting started with Dwarf Fortress. Yes, this was it basically. I bought the hard copy of this book. It was O'Reilly. Yeah. I'm not sure it was really worth the money. It's like a fan thing. It was a very good tutorial. I think at the time it came out, it was the best tutorial around, because it was well rounded. It went into enough detail about all aspects of the game at times where the information was scattered around Wi-Fi, Wikipedia, and forums. But he said that he would keep the electronic version of the book updated, and I'm not sure what came out of it. Yeah, so I see that it really did not update since 2012, when it actually... Is there any new releases? No new releases of it. Yeah, so it was basically an empty promise that it would somehow get updated and kept up to date. But yeah, I mean, it's aged, it's dated. I would not necessarily recommend it, reading it now and getting it now. You better spend and donate the money to the game's development, or to maintainer of the Lazy New Pack, or whoever you want. But it was a good idea, and yeah, it's almost a full-time job to keep a website updated so much that it captures the tutorial aspects of Dwarf Fortress. And many people, I think the best way would actually be to do it in your as your personal pages of your user pages in the Dwarf Fortress wiki. There are many users who have their own pages with some nice information. But yeah, it's I think the Wikipedia is like the best, has the best potential to be actually the source of information for Dwarf Fortress. But it takes effort to write good wiki pages there. Yeah, it's yeah, losing is fun. Yeah, it's the motto of Dwarf Fortress. That's because in the long run you are only going to lose the game. There is no winning. Oh well, there are ways which can be considered a big win in this game, which is like I mean, it's whatever you regard as your ultimate achievement in the game. For some, it is the arrival of the king of your civilization, when the king arrives and declares your fortress to be the new capital of his kingdom. Or there are other things like surviving the fight with the most toughest enemies here in this game, or building a big mega project, like a big, I don't know, whatever people do, computers here, people build computers here, people build magma cannons, people build castles, magnificent structures, evil towers and whatnot. Some people just play to have all dwarves become werebeasts, or become a vampiric fortress, or become a necromancer fortress, or playing fortress such that they are strong enough to fight the surrounding goblins, and so whatever the people consider as their ultimate goal. It's basically a sandbox game which can have any goal you like. I'll design some more rooms for the next migrant wave. So let's see what's being built. Screw pump is not being built yet. Mason's workshop. So Declan says you make it look easy. I make it look easy to play Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, it really isn't too hard. It's not easy. It takes time. Yeah, it takes time, and sit down, read, and try, and like learning to survive the first winter in the embark was a key moment. I remember that I have struggled to survive the first winter. That I've been running out of food, out of drink. Or somehow getting, well, not really getting attacked in the first year, but having unhappy dwarves. Couldn't manage to keep the happiness up. So we don't have a chair and table, hey? So let's get rid of this one and build the chair and table here. Bah. Okay, too late. Yeah, so surviving the first winter, and then it was surviving the first werebeast attack was another challenge. Well, and then the next big challenge was like surviving the sieges, the goblin sieges, and it's still a challenge. It's when you neglect your military training, then you're going to pay for it big time. Right now I'm running into that problem. I'm not doing anything for the military. I'm neglecting military training. But I have set a population cap of 36 on my fortress, so we will have to deal with some werebeasts and monsters, like big monsters, but not necessarily sieges. So all the stockpiles should basically go. We will need a dining room. Yeah, like for your first embarks, when you're learning Dwarf Fortress, your win conditions can be just as easy as really like learn to make farm plots. and producing food and processing food. That's something you will always need in every fortress. Dwarves will not be able to survive without producing their own food. Although it is thinkable, if you take with you enough food on embark, I think you could run an entire fortress without food production and rely entirely on caravans bringing you enough food. But what they will bring you, I'm not sure if you are able to buy processed, or not processed, but prepared food from caravans. I think you can only buy condiments and ingredients, but you'll have to cook the food yourself. I'm not really sure what the caravans offer nowadays, but it's actually quite possible, or at least in theory, it should be possible to run a fortress relying entirely on caravan supplies, and don't be bothered with farming and food production, or no, not food production, farming. Not be bothered with farming and processing food. Yeah, it would be an interesting experiment. So yeah, but usually your own food industry is good to, a food industry thing is good to run on your own, because sometimes a siege is there and they don't allow your caravan to come in, or they disrupt trading operations with the caravan, and then you're on your own and you need food. Next big thing I learned in Dwarf Fortress was textile industry, how to make clothes, how to process plant fiber into thread into cloth, and make clothes out of cloth. Similar with leather, another embark, like learning husbandry, have some animals, have some yaks, sheep, pigs, whatever animals you want to have, breed them, butcher them, process their leather into clothes. Adaman is asking, what kind of werebeasts are there in the game? Werebears, werewolves, weresharks, like in Elder Scrolls? Yeah, the thing is, it's so randomly generated that there is basically every kind of werebeast. It's not only werewolves, you have weregoats, wereshrews, I don't know what I had. Certainly werewolves, werebears. Every animal has the potential to become a were thing. I'm not sure about were birds, if there is like a were eagle or something. I don't think so. It has to be at least, maybe it has to be a non-flying thing and non-fish thing. Like I haven't encountered any were amphibians, like a were. Also, not sure about lizard-like thing. I think it must be something like a were-horse. I mean, at least a creature which is walking on. I don't know what. You can look up the Dwarf Fortress wiki. Maybe they have a chapter on werebeasts and what can or cannot become a werebeast. Men, bear, pig. No, I think a were-pig would be possible to encounter, but because I've encountered were-goats, right? So why not a were-pig? But yeah, like there are, as far as I know, in Dwarf Fortress there are no crossbreeds. Like, okay, you cross a goat and a pig and you get some sort of hybrid. There's nothing like that as far as I know. Oh, I didn't want him as a broker. Replace. I didn't want him as a broker. Come on. I wanted him as a. Yeah, bookkeeper. Okay, okay, whatever. I wanted bookkeeper. This saving thing. Crossing pig and the goat is not very human or humane. No, it's definitely not humane, but it's imaginable, right? Well, actually, I don't know why you would want to do that, right? Like, would you like you want an animal which gives you milk, meat, fat, horn? Milk, meat, fat, horn for horn crafts, like pig hooves, or but goat has better horns to be crafted. Then it has leather. Yeah, but in this regard, sheep is actually the most universal. It gives you wool as well as horns, leather, meat, milk. It's such a good animal, such a good husbandry animal. So, yeah, why would you want to cross a pig and a goat if you can have sheep? Hope we have some drinks. We have some drinks. So now I see we have the problem that we have quarry bushes and we don't have the bags to process them. Yeah, so let's have a stockpile of quarry bushes. Quarry bush leaf. Yeah, we want them maybe here. And unprocessed quarry bushes we will want to have here. Pigtails, cave wheat, yeah. We have a kitchen now. We have a quarry bush leaves bag. Okay, so we can prepare some lavish meals, some quarry bush roasts. You guys say, yeah, if you had to become a were creature, what would you choose? Oh, I don't know. Like in Dwarf Fortress with an adventurer? Dwarf Fortress adventurer, were creature. I don't know. Maybe, you know, like a were mountain goat would not be so bad, because you could easily climb mountains and stuff. A strong, good climbing creature. I don't know. Were bear or a So let's see, we have here something. Quarry bush. And for quarry bushes we need bags. What is this thing here? This is barrels, okay. So let's reduce our barrel stockpile a little bit and have some bags, leather, silk, yarn bag, plant cloth bag. Are we actually designing the screw pump yet? Why is nobody designing the stupid screw pump? Because mechanic, nobody's a mechanic, I guess. It's just that nobody is a mechanic. Okay, guys. Or do you need a pump operator to design a screw pump? I guess you need a pump operator. Oh, that's a siege operator. Okay. You know what, I'll make you. Everybody is a mechanic and everybody is a pump operator. I don't care who of you does it. We'll need some more rock pots, I guess. Rock crafts, rock shorts. Do we have obsidian? Seriously, do we have obsidian? Can we make a rock short sword? No, we don't have obsidian, so we can't make rock short sword. Okay, well, let's forget it. Rock. Well, alternate between rock pot and rock crafts for a while. Hello, Mr. Nobody. You would choose where slowed? Because that's so close to myself in real life. Ah, sloads, yeah. We should save again. Looks like the computer is running stable if I'm saving, but crashes if I'm not saving. Like we've played almost for an hour now and no, not a single crash. I really would have to restrict what the miners do, because the miners, it seems like they are busy with growing and not really mining. I don't know what they do. Yeah, they are coming to mine here. How are we doing with the other mason here? Is he doing enough? Rock doors, okay. So table, chair, coffer, this cabinet. Pretty much on repeat. And this thing can stop taking any new stones. This guy will do I don't know what. Ivory tooth crafts, no. Yarn crafts. Totems. Instrument pieces. Yeah, musical instruments is another stuff you need to look into. Like rock crafts, I don't know if I should do rock crafts or if there is anything more useful than rock crafts. Rock pedestal. Altar. Die. Yeah. we have enough stone crafters? Yeah, they are stone crafters. Both our peasants are stone crafters. So I see we have some bags here, so we can process plants into bag. And we can do the lavish meal. Also, we can unassign the wheelbarrows here. The same with here, this stockpile is no longer necessary. So, and the dining room, yeah. I don't know what about the screw pump, damn it. Screw pump. Why is the screw pump not being built? I wonder. It's like... Now we need more masons, I see. This is... glassmaker, carpenter, no, planter, grower, oh, autumn has come, and with that the caravan will soon come too. Hello, Mr. Nobody. Yeah, we should have a stockpile of finished goods here. So let's declare this a temple. Screw pump. Nobody's building the damn screw pump. Damn it. Do I need a wiki like a beginner? I do, I guess. Screw pump. Architecture, carpentry, masonry, metalsmithing. Okay. So, go figure. It's not a pump operator who constructs the screw pump. It's a mason, carpenter, or a metalsmith. That hurts. It really hurts. But we have so many masons. Damn it. But because... I'll just give you a break, will we? We'll just give you a break here. And then maybe it has to be constructed by the carpenter because the pipe section is made of wood. So let's follow this guy for a while. Well, it looks like the screw pump has been finally constructed, so we can unsuspend this. How much wood do we still have? 33. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, screw pump has been constructed. Hallelujah. Start operating pump manually. There we go. So now that we know this here, so we should be mining here. Channel. Like what's below? We don't know what's below here. There could be stairs later on. So now that this is being operated, we need a safe thing here, right? In like a BCX. You need a staircase here. And we need to construct a down staircase here. And we need to dig all around it. And how about we dig a stair here down? We dig a stair here, just to see what's below. So we can build a wall here. What is this? Peat cavern floor, okay. We'll build a wall here. And granite blocks. Yeah, so we can mine all this, I guess. With a higher priority. So Tom Jolly, hello. You need to get into this game. Yeah, it's rewarding. Why is this no longer pumping? Ah, he's pumping, okay. Uh-oh. Outpost liaison has arrived. Caravan has arrived. Okay, that's good. Two wagons, okay. Outpost liaison and some mercenaries. Yeah. Liaison, let's discuss. Much to share, okay. So what do we want? We want wood. Lots of wood, all sorts of wood. We want metal bars. Actually, we want anvils. I don't think I took an anvil. We will need some digging implements. And lots of leather and cloth, I guess. Metal bars. Well, we will need iron bars, that's true. Iron bars and pig iron bars. And steel bars. Yeah. Weapons, well, yeah, we will. It will take a while until we will be able to craft our own weapons. Weapons, ammo, yeah, ammo. We will need ammo. Well, and that's it basically. Other stone, actually, yes. You could bring some ore of iron if you have like limonite. You have limonite here, I see. Good. Yeah, tetrahydrite also be good. Tetrahydrite. Oh. Cages. Yeah, why not? Yeah, thread. Miscellaneous, all of these, they are super important. Splints, crutches, tools, hey. Yeah, that should be it for the first year. It's more than enough we can pay. More than we can pay, actually. So what do they want? Leather, okay, done. So what do they want? They want cheese. Well, we have... They want cheese, they want quivers, legwear, tanned hides, okay. Yeah, we don't have none of that. So let's check this thing. Shale. And shale is a stone. So it's just a one layer of aquifer. So this is very good, very good. One layer of aquifer, easy peasy. So we'll build walls all around it. Actually, once we are at it, we should probably make it a little bit more spacious, such that we would have actually a 2x2 staircase. Yeah, that would be good. And build construction wall. Here. We can do this. And here we can just deconstruct the pump. Carve some downstairs. Deconstruct the pump. And build construction up and downstairs here. And build construct downstairs here. So easy. So easy with light aquifer. I like these light aquifers. It's been such a challenge to deal with the big aquifers. And now is a good time for a break. And for a lunch break for about an hour. And I'll see you later. Magnus, hello. Do you usually just build around aquifers, Nagi? Yes, I usually build around it if I can. I prefer heavy aquifers, yeah, just because of it's always been a challenge, and I somehow think that if you need big water projects like waterfalls and stuff, big aquifers are just better for water projects than normal aquifers, but they are a pain to deal with. But here light aquifer is surprisingly easy. Anyway, I'll see you in about an hour. Just take a lunch break. This has been an important breakthrough in our fortress, that we have a better way into our fortress. So this would be the main entrance here now, which leads to the farming fields here. Another layer of pastures, and then down into the thing. I wonder where we would end up if we really continue this staircase. Okay, so here not so bad. We would end up close to a pillar through the first caverns. Right, so yeah, this can be a fortress built around a central staircase, I believe. Good. So I took note of so many things in Kanban that we need to do, and I didn't do. What did I actually do? Process pigtails. Well, yes, I guess that's been done. Go through the aquifer has been done. Build pumps for aquifer has been done. Bookkeeper's office has been done. Finish temple has been not done, it's in progress. I don't have the last table there. Finish lodgings is in progress. Yeah, so we will. Pastures for pig, goat, horse. Cave wheat harvest, yes. Process cave wheat, no. Find magma, no. Smelt galena, gather sand, make glass. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to think about what to do during my lunch break, maybe. but this progress is definitely starting to become more and more habitable. So I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for watching so far. Bye bye.